So, I mean, the role of an MBA ultimately is to be a great leader. And to be a great leader, you need to do a lot of things right. You need to understand the external environment around you. What is the need? In the case of Larkin Street, there are homeless youth that are in a bad situation, and it is a lose-lose-lose for society. It certainly is bad for youth to be homeless, but it's bad for the communities. It's bad for society not to have a fully engaged, successful, productive community. And so you have to be able to assess the environment around you and say, where is that environment going? And is my organization positioned to serve that need in the future? So that's the first thing, to me, a leader's got to do. With all of that, then you have to say, well, now what are we going to go do? Because when you do that assessment of the world around you, you tend to come up with 18 priorities, right? And you've got to kind of narrow it down to 3 or 4 and say, these are the things where we can have a meaningful impact. And that's what a leader's got to do. That's what an MBA has got to learn to do, is assess what are those priorities. Third thing is what does success look like? And I always do when I get into an organization, and I encourage other people to do, is say, what does success look like at Larkin Street? For youth to have a second chance in life and to become productive. And when they become parents, are they creating an environment for their kids so that their kids don't go through what they had to? All of that is a measure of success here, and you should learn that in an MBA program. The final thing is the human component of leadership. The human component is, how do you touch people in a way that's productive? And that's a broad, statement. You can't be all analytics. You can't be all kind of numbers, etc. You've got to be a human being and relate to people well. And with that human function, you've got to be ethical. You've got to, match what you say to what you do. You've got to think about the impact on society. And the days of people saying, well, my charter is just to make more money, for the organization, for myself, those days are gone, because that's a lose-lose environment. You create success by the environment, the community around you doing well, and in turn, you will be a beneficiary of that. But it's not, a mutually exclusive, zero-sum game, environment. And so I think in the leadership role, in a business school, and what MBA should be learning is all of those activities. And at the end of the day, making that impact on the organization around you in a human, ethical, smart, results-oriented way is the measure of success.